Yes, hello and welcome to the Linden Sports Centre, where the Wollongong Wolves have the champagne on ice for the second week in a row. They've missed the chance to lock up the premiership, officially last round, but just a point will secure it here this afternoon against Rockdale. It's an important day for Rockdale too. The Suns must win to keep their slim finals hopes alive. Adam Santarossa here with you in commentary. Let's look at the lineups. Start with the Rockdale City Suns. David Bradasevich in goal for them. Daniel Petkovsky, Michael Neal, Jake Trajkovsky, Alex Urasevsky, Jonathan Grozdanovsky, Nikola Teneski, Lee Egger, Idris Alhafian, Pat Savor and Pani Nikas completes their starting side. On the bench, Max Rouston, Alex Chanak, Sasa Matsura, Jordan Figon and Nicholas Petrillo. For the Wolves, Justin Passfield in goal, Taylor McDonald, Nikola Djordjevic, Ben Tossi, Chris Price, Thomas James, Brendan Griffin, Takeru Okada, Nick Littler, Guy Knight and James Stojchevsky is their starting side. The bench, Luke Carey's, Bull Juach, Stefan Demoski, Jordan Nikolovsky and Brandon Stojchevsky. Of course, they have had some injuries since that game against Blacktown last weekend. Lachlan Scott limped off in that game, not on the list today. But as I said in my opener, Rockdale, they know they simply must win. They have slim hopes of making the finals. 3 points will keep those hopes alive today. Obviously relying on other results as well. While Wollongong Wolves, we're saying they're not the official premiers just yet, but it would take something impossible to take that from them. Just a point will get it done today, and there are games in progress as we speak too where results could help them secure it here this afternoon. Defeated by Blacktown last weekend. It was their first defeat in 5 rounds. They want to get a streak going again. Of course, final round next weekend and then the finals well and truly underway. It's the time of year where you simply have to win. It's almost knockout football for Rockdale from here on in. Draw won't be enough. They did defeat Wollongong earlier this season, so there is that belief. Almost set to go on what is a pretty perfect Sunday afternoon here at the Linden Sports Centre. Rockdale fans finding their voice early. So underway. We have a premiership on the line for the Wolves. Finals hopes for Rockdale. 3 points. Fairly important for both. Here is Petkovsky. Have had a mixed run in recent weeks, Rockdale. Ended a 4-game losing streak with a win over Manly last weekend. Here's Alhafian. Sun setting. As I said, pretty ideal conditions for players. No real breeze to speak of. Nikas, early touch for him. Here's Petkovsky. Alhafian settling well. We will keep you updated with those results elsewhere too. Plenty of action in the NPL New South Wales this afternoon as Urasevsky gets an early touch. Scored previously against Wollongong. In that win in round 10 this season, he scored the winning goal. Also round 13 last year when they met on this ground. So doesn't mind coming up against the Wolves' defence, and potentially a chance early for him. Urachevsky working onto that left, trying it. Passfield forced to save. Early taste for the Wolves keeper, but saved it well. We'll hear the Wolves fans starting to make their voices heard as well. Plenty of them travelled up last weekend too to Blacktown. Ended in defeat that day, 2-0 to the side sitting below them in second. Rockdale look up for this early. Grozdanovsky pressing. McDonald links well with Littler. James flicking on. Might sit up for him. He does have the pace on Petkovsky. He's given away a foul though. That will be a battle to watch. Thomas James, 20 goals this season. 49 for Wollongong to this point. Looking for that magical 50 today. Just another benchmark they've hit this year. Deserved premiers. As I said, not official just yet. Alhafian turns it over. Here's Okada. That front trio. Missing Lachlan Scott today. He himself has been in some pretty good form in front of goal. 6 in his last 6. So they do miss his impact today. Here's Petkovsky. Plays it short for Grozdanovsky, who's come deep. Find Alhafian. Bratisevic. Numbers in midfield. Yusevsky there. Tries to do too much though, and James Stokczewski comes up with possession. Okada just slipped. Hands possession back to the home side. Nikas. First touch for him. Was he fouled? Yes, he was. This is our referee. Turned over. Sloppy at the back from Rockdale. Will they pay a price? Griffin links well with James, but Rockdale quickly have 2 players there in support. Petkovsky racking up the touches early for his side as Jurasevsky did well to keep his feet. Grozdanovsky on a chase. Not dealt with by Djordjevic. Might open up here. Here's a chance. Taneski trying to work on the right. Has Nikas. Jurasevsky as well. Ball and all from the striker. Alhafian. Rockdale started positively. Can they find an early goal? Might open up for Alhafian. I think he thought about having a try. Just stumbled though. Here is that man, Idris Alhafian. Petkovsky. Griffin meets him. Pass was short of Neil. So, healthy crowd in. Strong support for both of these sides. Rockdale know the season on the line today. Currently in 9th. They're not out of the finals calculations, but will take some doing. First job is to take maximum points today. That's all they can control of. Here's Nikas. Numbers in the middle. Alhafian there. Jurasevsky, Taneski, Grozdanovsky ahead of them. They go in the direction of Jurasevsky. Cries of handball. Liega goes without. James will look up and have 3 Rockdale defenders to beat. Can he do it on his own? Petkovsky there to quell the danger. Last time we were here at the Linden Sports Centre, that game between Rockdale and Blacktown, didn't we see some special goals in that game? Is there more to come? Throw will go to Wollongong. Here's Okada. Has been some changes on the Wolves from that game against Blacktown last weekend, so may take some time to bed them down. James thought he was pushed out of it. Referee waves those claims away. Grozdanovsky. Thought he was fouled after. He's a bit slow getting to his feet. Neil has it though for the Suns. Alhafian, room in midfield early for the Rockdale number 12. Here's Nikas. Has to work in close quarters, but rode the challenge well enough. Neil. Looking to overlap. Griffin just slowing his run. Here's Jurasevsky, been lively early. The only real shot on goal. Will this sit up for Grozdanovsky? Does well to keep it in. Has support coming. Neil into the area. He goes. Passfield forced to save again. There's claims of handball for Rockdale. Nicola Taneski asking the question, but referee Keevers was right on the spot and waved those away pretty quickly. Some early advances from the Suns. Look promising. First Jurasevsky. Neil all the way to the 6-yard box. Petkoski catching James, but no free kick. Here's Savo. Go the long ball. We saw operating down this flank last week. Blacktown had some success in stretching McDonald. Free kick will go to Wollongong though, this occasion. Could even be a bit of a cork sustained too for Michael Neal, perhaps. Keep an eye on that one. Throws with the Wolves though as Tossie heads it on. James is wrestling early with Daniel Petkoski. Told you to keep a close eye on that one. Certainly providing the highlights early in this one. Takes it quickly. Djordjevic put under pressure from Taneski. Got a bit fortunate, the defender. Still has possession. Here's Nikas. Alhafian sends it in the direction of Jurachevsky. Knight cushions it for Djordjevic. Goes long. Again, James has got a fight on his hands. Still there. Tossie. McDonald. Littler. James down off the ball once again. Playing a, at times, lonely role. Mentioned no Lachlan Scott today. Okada will look to progress to the front line as well. Help out his striker. Tossie not happy with that decision. Thought it should have gone the Wolves' way. Referee, linesman pointing that it would be a Rockdale throw. Neil links well with Alhafian. Free kick. I mentioned that stat earlier. Wollongong 49 goals this season. It's 24 more than Rockdale have achieved this year. Also conceded just 16, 21 less than the Suns, who have conceded 37. So Wolves certainly getting it done at both ends this year. No surprise there. Top of the table. The Suns just haven't really found their groove. Had some good patches. Still not out of the finals. Can they get firing as we head there? Just never know what can happen, as Petkoski had to be smart with his header. Captain was. Jurachevsky does well. Nikas, room to move. Easy on the eye for Rockdale. Free kick will help the cause. Mentioned those past results. Round 10 earlier this year, it was Rockdale winning down in Wollongong. Jurasevsky, the goal scorer. Here at Linden last year, 4-1. They defeated the Wolves. Alex Chanak with a double that day. Jurasevsky getting on the sheet as well. Bay Antonio also. So some strong form in recent times against the Wolves. Will it count for anything today? Remains to be seen. Here's Bratasevic. Nikas. Rockdale fans wanted a free kick. Thought Jurasevsky was fouled, but we play on anyway. Here's Nikola Taneski. And it'll come to nothing. Foul in the end from Jake Trzaskowski. Been positive though from the Suns in the early moments. .14 minutes gone here at the Linden Sports Centre. No goals as yet, but we have had some chances. Nothing really for the Wolves to this point. Rockdale fired a couple towards the goal of Justin Passfield. Alec Jurasevsky with the best one of those. Here is Passfield. McDonald links well with Griffin. Gave Littler a bit of work to do. Georgievich. Here's Littler. Seen him use the long ball as yet. Blacktown were exposed at times down the flanks when Littler fed the likes of Okada and Scott last week. Georgievich trying to pick out the run of Stoichevsky. Tossi has it. Trying to play Griffin, get a second bite at it. Here's McDonald. Littler. Pass is starting to stick for the Wolves. Griffin. James. First time we've really seen it at his feet. Once again, wrestling with the Rockdale defence. Coming off second best. This time giving away a free kick. Mentioned the other games in action today. We'll keep you updated with those progress scores as best we can. RPR maintaining a bit of pressure on the Wolves. Above them, currently leading Manly by a goal to nil. Sydney United leading Sydney Olympic also by a goal to nil just before half time. So just on that result, not what Olympic want. They are slowly fading out of the finals. Sydney United also not yet guaranteed a spot in the top 5, but if that result stays that way, well on course. Potential finals opponents continue for Wollongong too. They've got Marconi next weekend, who struck some form late in the season. Stoichevsky to take. Can he find a teammate? Delivery isn't bad. Rockdale haven't got it clear as yet. James sniffing around. Chance here for Littler, and he buries it. Oh, the defender with a wonder strike. Rockdale didn't clear the danger, and they pay a heavy price. And it's Nick Littler who makes it 1-0 to Wollongong. Oh, it's a fair strike for the resume, particularly when you're a big defender. That's one we will see over and over again. Potential goal of the week contender as well. has put the Wolves in front. It was Rockdale starting the brighter. First chance taken, 1-0. That's just how ruthless Wollongong have been this year. That's why they are on track to be premiers. Griffin. So meeting these challenges now. Rockdale know they need a response. Petkoski. Grozdanovsky. McDonald just hands it back to the number 9. And that has cast Wollongong fans behind the goal into their full voice. Celebratory mode. Need to ensure they take the 3 points. Just 1 point will officially secure the premiership, as I've mentioned. Would have to be something crazy for them to lose it, but not official just yet, but they look well on track. Guy Knight goes without. There's a fight on between he and Nikas. So Carter fighting his own battle with Alhafian. And he wins that battle. Free kick. Helping out his cause. You do have to feel a bit for David Bratasevich in the Rockdale goal. Hasn't had to make a save. Already losing his clean sheet. Thanks to a terrific strike from Littler. Long way to go though in this one. Not done yet. Here's Yarosevsky. Wanting support, has options. All the way back to Egger. Now, Yarosevsky again, just switches things to Neil. Nikas. Yet to see him pull the strings. Saw the article on the Football New South Wales website where he talked about his frustrations with injury this year. He's still working his way back to full fitness. Taneski. Here is Nikas driving onto the right, trying his luck from range. Not a bad effort. Not forcing a save from Passfield though. That's what he does provide. In and around that 18-yard box. He can score from long range. Ben Tossi just getting some treatment. I think that's a blood rule. Forced to change his kit. Bit of blood coming from the nose. Always easy to spot on the white kit as well. Kitman will have a job to do to get that out. Here is Petkoski. If you are just tuning in, it is the Wollongong Wolves 1. Rockdale City Suns 0. Am Santarossa here with you. And Rockdale, have they given another chance to Wollongong? Not taken. Griffin's ball. Couldn't find a Carter. Nikas. Grozdanovsky. Out for a throw. Thanks for your company wherever you're watching this one. To have viewers from weird and wonderful places around the world. Thank you wherever you are with us. Joining us at a crucial time in the season, particularly for Rockdale. I know they need to fight back. Here is Nikas. Had support. Knew he needed to move it quickly, but needed the possession first. Watch that space. James and Petkowski still rages on. Another free kick involving those two. Petkowski saying he got the ball, but referee not agreeing. To this point, it would surprise me if either man ends the day without a card next to his name. Still the work goes for Ventossi. Bit of Vaseline up the nose to stop the bleeding. Getting a changing kit too. Saville. Nikas dropping deep to get on the ball. Wolves getting numbers behind. Grozdanovski. Kroski breaks down though. Passfield do the tidy up job. A convincing clearance. Saville. Taneski. Fast feet from him. Finds Saville. Nikas. Rockdale look promising. Just haven't put it together in the final third. Yarosevsky can't find Grozdanovski again on that occasion. Well done from Chris Price, getting across in cover. Yarosevsky. Nice feet from the striker. Works his way to the edge of the area. Still going. Support coming now through Nikas. Across the face, Grozdanovski. It was straight at Passfield. And the keeper made a good reflex save. Sign of Rockdale can do though. First time we've really seen them put it together. James fighting, having his shirt pulled as well, playing advantage. Tossi back on the pitch. Here's James. Nice vision. Pick out the runner Price. Now Okada. Zlotchevsky. Stood up well by Egger. Now Rockdale hope to break. Yarosevsky just lost possession at the crucial time. Hands it back to the man who opened the scoring, Nick Littler. One I think we will see again when we're deciding our goal of the week for this week. Griffin giving chase, but Egger got there first. Bradasevic hangs it up for Neal. Needed to be sure. Put Petkowski under a bit of pressure, but defenders have worked it out well enough. Now some space with Alhafian. Taneski. Ultra attacking lineup today. Full arsenal is out there, all bar Jordan Figon. Had to be careful there. Djordjevic under pressure again. Grozdanovski applying the press. Alhafian does well. Hand to the sideline. Gets the throw and wants to get on with it too. Here's Egger. Saville has Neal in space, starting to overlap and make McDonald accountable. To the edge of the area he goes. Nice link between he and Yarosevsky. Does he want a corner? He has. He does look dangerous every time he's on the ball. Rockdale's number 7. And with the options they have around that front line, Taneski, Nikas, even Alhafian can shoot from range. So corner, Nikas to take. Can Rockdale find an equaliser? Go with a short option. Tedeschi's peeled off. Onto the right. He goes. Oh, it wasn't all the way through. Passfield unsighted, but made a comfortable save in the end. Nice idea from Rockdale. Wolves' chance to break, though. Griffin's peeled off here on the right. Can James get his head up? Littler. McDonald driving down this right-hand flank. Haven't seen too much of it. It's been penned back from Neil. Almost fell to the number 2, though. James Slavcheski it was. Intelligent ball. And that Littler goal, don't think it'll be the last we'll see today. Rockdale know they need to win. 3 points will do. Nothing else matters, really. Grosinovski, nice use of the body. Just didn't roll into the path of Jurasevski, though. Griffin has Okada in space. Just can't quite thread the needle. Oh, the Japanese man. Djordjevic goes without. Foot race on between the sevens. Price loses out to Jurasevski. Not too much support for the striker, though. Grosdanovski helps him out into the area. Cuts it back to Neil. Does he go on his own, the defender? Nikas. Combines with Neil again. Those two playing between themselves. Nice work from Nikas. Shooting again. Sending it wide once more, though. Again, it's promising from the Suns. Can they go without the result, though? We will update you with those games happening elsewhere too while we get the moment. Full time at Cromer Park. Apia have defeated Manly by 1-0. So Apia maintaining the pressure on Wollongong above them. Sydney United leading Sydney Olympic by 1-0 at half time in that one. That has massive ramifications for the finals. Rockdale's finals charge could end today. As I've mentioned, final round next Sunday. All games kicking off at 3 p.m. There are some massive games. Wollongong, Marconi, the pick of them. Petkoski. Here's Nikas. Rockdale take on the Sutherland Sharks next Sunday too, so another test for them, local rivals. Nikas goes without that one. Free kick. Sydney United Manly too, another. I'll be doing that game out at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Bumper weekend of football, as always. And they only get bigger with the finals. Obviously culminating August 31, Bankwest Stadium. Wolves hope to be there. McDonald's delivery is good. James, nice control. Managed to manufacture a volley, but just couldn't get enough purchase to trouble Bratisevic. He's outnumbered, but still managing to fashion chances for the Wolves. If you're just tuning in, it is Wollongong 1, Rockdale 0. Nick Littler, the difference between the sides to this point. Rockdale enjoying things though. Not on the scoreline. Nikas. On to Jurasevski. Saville. Al-Hafian now. Sun has set there at the Linden Sports Centre, and light starting to take effect. What is a pretty ideal night for the players. Griffin, that's the stretch, does well. Pressure of Taneski was telling though. Saville. Krostanovsky holds it up well, finds El Hafian. Nice movement again. Yurosevsky, his first idea was shoot. Keen for goals today. The Rockdale striker. Need to find at least one. Get back into this game. They have had more chances than the Wolves, but they do trail. Michael Neal's not going to reel that one in. Littler. Petkovsky. Battle between he and James continues. Rockdale captain winning that individual battle. He's giving away a free kick there. Has he? No. Just the throw, and James Stodczewski asking the question. Well won by McDonald against Nikas. Cries of handball, but we play on. James kills it well. Turning. James a chance. Had some venom on it. Took a touch from Bratisevic too. That's what he can do. Well marshalled by Rockdale, but given his class, still fashion opportunities, and that was one that whizzed past the crossbar of Rockdale. Danger not over just yet. Go with a short corner. James involved once more. Clear for now. Knight going to try it. Deflected on the way through. Bratisevic is busy all of a sudden, and he just picked out a goal from Nick Littler from a similar kind of range. And Guy Knight, well, he wasn't too far away from making it 2-0. So take two. Bit of push and shove in the area. James and Nikas, the ones being spoken to. Now can the Wolves really apply a bit of pressure, finding a second. Go near post this time. Bratisevic out and punching. Stodczewski, nice work. Get to the byline, but runs out of real estate. Thought he was fouled as well. Here's Littler. Chris Price does well. See off the pressure of Grozdanovsky. Okada links well with James. James surges forward to try and get on the end of things, but just breaks down. El Hafian helped out by Grozdanovsky. Griffin stretching, but can't win it back. Stodczewski. Okada, flag up. Well, Alex Chanak on the bench today for Rockdale, but he has scored 2 in their last 3 games. He and Grozdanovsky on the sheet last weekend. Also against Sydney FC back in round 18. So he may be an option. Rockdale need goals, they need 3 points. So expect to see the kitchen sink thrown at achieving that. They continue to trail. Can they find an equaliser here though? Neal, influential once again. Grozdanovsky, bit of fortune in it. Yurosevsky. Cries of handball. Tossie can only find Rockdale again. Nice feet from Nikas, turning well. Is he going to go on his own? He tried to feed it for Jurasevski. Okada. James fouled again. Nikas. That battle continues. They were just having a bit of a push and shove in the area. First real foul note from Nikas probably saves him a yellow card. Talk continues between those two. Keep an eye on that battle. There is a few of them across the pitch today. It's the business end of the season. Plenty at stake for these two sides. They don't want to do anything silly either. They don't want to miss what is the most important matches of the season. The finals, as Bratisevic left his goal exposed. Needs to be clean here. Okada sometimes has been the difference in the last few seasons in the NPL New South Wales. Players being suspended, injuries, players moving on, A-League ambitions. It's all sometimes very different come finals to what we expected even a fortnight out. Just never know what's going to happen, which is the beauty of this competition. And 2019 looks fairly open too. Wolves dominant. Means nothing though come finals. Stojcevski. Tossie helps it on to Price. Surging for a second here, Wollongong. As we approach half time. Here's McDonald. Final 5 minutes of normal time. Entertaining half here at Linden. James putting the passes together. Neil stepped up and won it back. Here is James. Still the wrestle goes on and was having his shirt pulled, but turned into touch. Certainly not going to make it easy for the man with 20 goals this season. Of course, Nick Littler's opener was their 50th of the season. Add that to the list of achievements for this year. More to come, perhaps. Nikas waited for that one. As McDonald gives the ball kids an interesting chase to retrieve that one. Here's Nikas for Rockdale. Can they find an equaliser before the break? Best chances have come through Jurasevski and Nikas. Neil can't retrieve that. Pass from Petkoski. Have moved it well today though, the Suns, without getting the reward to this point. Griffin. Stojcevski in behind. Okada helping out. Well done. In cover though from Jake Traskowski. Well, it would be a blow for Rockdale if they are to concede so close to half time. McDonald to take. Stojcevski. He was bundled off it. Tossie rode the challenge well, but possession come back to them anyway. Djordjevic with it. And free kick's going to go the way of Rockdale. Linesman flagged to say Neil was fouled. There's been an equaliser at Belmore. Sydney Olympic now level with Sydney United, 1-1. So we'll keep you updated there as best we can, but our focus is on this entertaining affair. Rocked up, searching for a second. Had chances, but Wolves resolute to now. Nikas looking to create some magic. El Hafian. Jurasevski, in fact, has El Hafian in support. Goes to Neil instead. Took a little too long there, Neil, to get his cross in. Petkowski wants movement. Look on getting players behind the ball, clogging up those passing lanes. Here's Neil for Rockdale. Advanced down that flank. Rebound falls the way of Rockdale. Hafian. Pass was overhit though from Trzaskowski. Littler, today, scored an eye-catching goal and showing the fancy footwork. Working his way out of defences. Too much on that one from McDonald. Saville trying to pick out the run of Jurasevski, but McDonald got back and saw the danger. There's been another goal at Belmore. Sydney Olympic now lead 2-1. So just when I wrote them off for the finals, they're coming back. It's Rockdale surging at the moment. Nikas on the left foot. Plays it into the path of Jurasevski. Chance at the far post. It was Grostanovski. Just couldn't get ahead on it. You sense it was all he needed to make it 1-1. It's been that day so far for Rockdale. Lacking a bit of luck, and it could compound here. Flag stays down on James. Support in the middle with Stochevsky. Goes on his own. James, is he fouled? Goes down, penalty. Well, Rockdale looked like they had the numbers to deal with it. He was going away from goal. Petkowski fouling. And this is another blow to their finals aspirations, potentially. They have a penalty just before half-time. Well, the chance went begging at the other end. Wollongong sent James away. And will it be their star man who takes the penalty? It looks like it's going to. And they'll be crossing their fingers, the Rockdale fans, that Bratisevic can come up with something here, because this would be a mountain to climb. So it will be James to take. It's Jurasevski and co just trying to slow things up, put a bit of pressure on the Wolves man. Just ensuring everyone's behind the line. Oh, it's been a battle between James and Rockdale. Can he land a blow here from the spot? James for the Wolves, and he buries it. Well, they reached the milestone earlier in the half with goal number 50. Goal 51, almost as emphatic. And it's to their star man, Thomas James, from the spot on the stroke of half-time. And just as Rockdale were building and going agonisingly close to an equaliser, they pay a heavy price. A penalty dispatched from Thomas James. It is 2-0, and that is half-time. And it could have been very different for the home side. A little bit of luck going against them. Credit to Wollongong, though. Nick Littler took his goal superbly. And Thomas James makes no mistake from the spot. So Rockdale, well, they'll have to save their season in the second 45. Wollongong, the premiership, is just about officially in the bag. 45 to come. We'll take a break. Half-time. Wollongong 2, Rockdale 0. Yes, hello, welcome back to the Linden Sports Centre. If you are just tuning in, it is the Wollongong Wolves in command. They have a 2-0 lead. Thomas James converting a penalty right on the stroke of half-time. Just as Rockdale look like finding an equaliser at the other end. It's how football goes sometimes, unfortunately. To the Wolves' credit, though, they have taken their chances. Nick Littler burying his eye-catching goal for the opener, and then James from the spot. Of course, they're trying to clinch the premiership, officially at least. It is 45 minutes away from being official. Apia applied that last bit of pressure by winning today over Manly, but first bit of silverware for the Wolves in 2019. Could be close from happening. Can Rockdale pull off a fight back? Not for the first time this year, if they can achieve it, but would be something special against the side sitting top of the table. That's what they'll have to do to keep their finals hopes alive. A win will do. Almost helped out early. Nikola Taneski fighting to win possession. Monstered by Djordjevic. He wants a free kick. How about that touch from Alafian, finding Saville. Cheeky backheel. They'll have to get adventurous this second half. There's no doubt about that. And that will open opportunities for the Wolves, you feel. Here's Price. James. Bundled over again. This time Egger. Carter now. Littler just stumps it long under the pressure in the direction of James. Trzaskowski dealt with it well. Turned over. Knight steps up. Wins it back for Wollongong. See, that second goal's really given them a nice cushion. They can play with confidence as clattered into Petkowski. Stoshchevsky, the man fouled, and in the book goes the Rockdale captain. Has presented a chance to the Wolves. Set piece was kind of the route to goal for the first goal. They didn't clear it, Rockdale, and Littler dispatched the rebound. Chance to find a third and just about put this one to bed. It wasn't great delivery. Found its way to Nikas. Tossi goes inboard. Knight. Okada. Nice touch. Unleashes Price. Carter again. Jinks to the right. Once again. Intelligent ball in behind. It'll sit up here. Nice vision from Okada. Find the run of Stoshchevsky. Important save though from Bratisevic. Denies Wollongong. Well, they can really go and put a score on the Suns if they get rolling here, Wollongong. They have a spring in their step. These opening couple of minutes since half-time. The third goal will certainly help that. Good delivery in. Crumbs will for tonight. Cries of shoot. Did the unselfish thing. Fine Jurasevsky, but a high foot. Invites them in again. Well, there's a number of Wolves fans made the trek to Blacktown last weekend. They've done likewise up the freeway to Rockdale. They are looking in a celebratory mood too. May they have a third goal to celebrate soon enough. Stoshchevsky over it. Bradisevich going with the two-man war. Look for the runs again of Knight. James on the scene too. Stojcevski's delivery once again lets him down. Chance. All comes to nothing from Wollongong. Neil. Inboard to Savo. Petkoski. A real movement forward from the likes of Grozdanovski. All the way back to Bradisevich to start us again. Vardis joining us. Wollongong 2, Rockdale 0. Adam Santarossa here with you in commentary. Thanks for your company for your Sunday evening. Game expected to get fairly open in this second half as Rockdale search for goals and expect that to open up things for Wollongong the other way. Trashkovsky leaves it for Jurasevsky. Nice feet, wrong foot's Okada. Will he go for goal? The striker looking to work onto that left. He does. Not enough on it though to trouble Passfield. Certainly has looked the most dangerous. Rockdale number 7. Mentioned earlier, scored the winner against Wollongong earlier in the season. Doesn't mind playing the boys from the South Coast. Here he is combining with both Alhafian and Chashkovsky. It's Alhafian on the ball here. Just settles things for Neil. McDonald though, read it well. Telegraphed too much from the Suns. Here is Petkoski working with Egger. No real activity on the bench of Rockdale. Mentioned they do have Alex Chanak. Trashkovsky's got a chase on here. Just needed to be smart there, Chris Price. Okada had no one on him. Didn't play feet though. Saville stepping up. Nikas. Stanovsky made the run, but ball didn't follow. Neil now into the area. Support there for Rockdale. It flashes across the face. Cries of handball too from some of the Rockdale players, but it came off a Wollongong player, so they have a corner. Neil is so dangerous getting forward. Not for the first time tonight. No one on the end of things. Can they change that here from the set piece? Hanging up to the far post. Free kick though. Grozdanovski fouling. Again, it's that luck against them when they need it the most to keep their finals alive. We'll try and keep you updated with those other games as well. You haven't heard the news. Apia defeated Manly by a goal to 0. The early game at Cromer Park. Still at Sydney Olympic. 6 minutes remaining. Leads Sydney United. And that result will certainly shake up the race for the top 5. Means United aren't secure. Olympic are still alive. Next Sunday can't get here quick enough. As always, final round does not disappoint with the drama. Round 21 certainly providing its fair share as well. Can Rockdale add another slice by finding a goal? Jurasevsky has support in the middle. Taneski and Nikas there. Will he go on his own, the striker? Trying to work onto that left again. It's all a little bit too predictable. Nice feet from James. Okada, lovely movement from the Wolves. Can they hit them on the counter again? It was the avenue for the second. Great delivery from James. Stonchevsky couldn't control it. Wouldn't that have been a goal had they found the finish? Lovely to watch anyway. They have a corner. Rockdale look like they're going to respond with a change. So set piece again. They go with the short corner. I'll get another chance at it. Look for McDonald to make a late run. Djordjevic is there as well. Has come up with spectacular goals from set pieces this season. Has got another in his bag of tricks. Knight trying to get there. Forward to James. Fire it back out and the Wolves will go again. Delivery flashes across the face. Chance for Okada. Oh, the deflection nearly went in anyway. Wrong footing the Rockdale defence, but thankfully that time it slipped just wide. Well, they haven't had much luck today. That would have topped the lot if that somehow went in, but they still have a corner to contend with. Once again, dangerous ball in. Bratisevic forced to punch. Goal kick is the decision. He's such an asset, isn't he, from the set piece? Stojcevski. Always worrying Bratisevic with his delivery. Nikas turning past Tossi. In behind, go Rockdale as Grozdanovsky was trying to get on the end of it. Teneski there too. Pass not sticking. James. Chance to run at defenders, but Number wins out again. 3-on-1 at the back. Trashkovsky leaves it for El Hafian. Nikas touch finds Neil. Probably Rockdale's best today to this point. Nikas could have played the pass to Neil, but just thought against it. Here's El Hafian looking for some options. Teneski presents one. Savor. Just open up perspective to Jurasevski. Calls for the run of Trashkovsky. Nikas. Nice build up from Rockdale. Do they have the end product this time? Nikas. Finding Neil. Wolves doing a good job just halting the progress. Tossi may have given away a free kick, but referee right there letting players play on. Jurasevski. Touch let him down. Wasn't happy with the ball from Trashkovsky. Still there for Rockdale. Neil. Numbers get forward in the middle. Delivery isn't bad. Nikas on the scene. I'll concede a corner. I think they're set for a change too. Rockdale. Taken quickly. Okada read it well and he may win the race to this one. Was off and running, but touch was a little too heavy. Grozdanovsky finds Nikas. Flags up though. So Rockdale going to respond with a change. Jordan Figon it is, so no surprise they are after goals. I think it's going to be Nikola Teneski to make way. So end of the shift for Taneski, and Jordan Figon is on. So how's that for a front line of Figon, Jurasevski, Nikas and Grostanovski? Suns fans will be hoping it provides some goals. Time running out on their season. I thought Okada had kept that in, but unable to do so. The Japanese midfielder. Price wins it. Shevsky goes without. Rockdale will get the throw. Carter again unable to keep it in. Figon's first touch for the Suns. Saville. Wolves going to make a change of their own. Petkovski. Figon. Looking for options. Elhafian. Rockdale, no, they need goals. They need to get moving in this part of the pitch. Nikas wants a corner. Was he fouled? He was. That may give an opportunity for Wollongong to make the change they want to. Brendan Sloszewski to come on. Did make some good impact when he came on against Blacktown last weekend. Had a great chance to cut what was a 2-goal lead to Blacktown to 1, but denied, but certainly added spark. Knocked out. Hope to add a bit of spark to this one by cutting the deficit to just a single goal. Nikas over it. Does he try something special? Teed up for a teammate. Delivery's good to the far post. Petkovski was there. Nick Littler, though, had other ideas. Still not clear. Not dealt with by that man, Littler. Figon on the senior. Jurasevski too. Again, that little bit of luck. Denying Rockdale. We are going to get that change now. It's going to be James Stoszewski to make way. And he will be replaced by Brandon Stoszewski. So, ideal sub for commentators. Another opportunity for Brandon to show his stuff. And as I mentioned, he was one that caught the eye in that game last week against Blacktown when he came on. Shows the riches they do have, the Wolves. No Lachlan Scott today. Plenty of options to call upon. Guys tuning in. Wollongong Wolves 2. Rockdale 0. Adam Santarossa here with you in commentary. Thanks for your company for your Sunday evening. Wolves fans certainly enjoying watching this one. Rockdale not so much, but that could change pretty quickly. Elhafian. Here's Nikas. Neil now. Back to Nikas. Does he put his head down and go forward to goal? I think that's his intention. Well, marshalled by Griffin. Grostanovski helps it to Nikas. Gets a bit of fortune, Nikas. Still jerking towards goal. Was he fouled? Gets up gingerly. Still there. Grostanovski, a chance! He's got a goal back! That's what they need, Rockdale. Lovely delivery in. And Grostanovski, he's had a couple of chances that he couldn't make pay. This time, he makes no mistake. And Rockdale have some belief all of a sudden. Well, only 3 points will do. If they are to keep their finals chase alive. It flickers yet again. Tossi Here's Griffin. Does that goal spring Wollongong back to life? Still have that premiership to secure officially. Knight. This opens things up here to Price. Plenty of time for Rockdale to find a second, a third, a fourth if needed. James. Price goes down off the ball. James keeps progressing on his own. Okada. Brandon Stokczewski goes without. Not giving up the fight, but giving away a free kick, if not just a goal kick. Full-time result in that game at Belmore. Hold the phone on that one. Grozdanovski unveiled. Oh, he's done well. Not give up the fight. He's fouled on the edge of the area. It's got the interest of the Rockdale fans. They have a corner anyway. Nice work between he and Figon to win it. Suddenly they have their backs up, the Suns. Just on that result, Sydney Olympic 2, Sydney United 58-1. So finals race takes another twist again. Can Rockdale? They've just pulled a goal back. Can they pull things level? Nick Ass with the delivery. Again, Grozdanovski on the scene. Petkoski goes down. Grozdanovski there. His header can't interest Passfield. James. Dropping deep to get on the ball. Clatters into Neil. Here's Petkoski. Certainly not going to die wondering. Rockdale out of bounce out of finals calculations. Might be through lack of chances. Nikas. So you have an eye for goal from this kind of range. Certainly done it in the past. Grozdanovski goes without it. Egger. Petkoski starting to get on the ball more. Neil whips it in. That one too much. Now, if you're just joining us, you may have been watching games elsewhere. Wollongong went to the half-time break at 2-0. It is now 2-1. You just feel things starting to turn into the favour of Rockdale. Plenty of time. Only a win will do when we talk finals for them. Slender chance to play finals football this year going into this one. As time ticks away, those chances erode. Try will go to the Wolves. And that goal was Jonathan Grozdanovski's second in the last fortnight. And Rockdale looked like they're going to make their second change momentarily. Nikas fouled clearly. Card coming too. Griffin it is that goes in the book, I think. Guy night it was. Importantly though, it's a chance for Rockdale from the set piece. A little bit of tension starting to creep into this one too. Has been a bit of a rivalry today. Some meaty challenges. Bit of chatter too. Can Rockdale find it again. Across the face. Left by Figon. Grosdanovsky. Petkoski a chance. Probably not who you want to fall to in the area, your defender, but it's another chance that goes begging. So Guy Knight, the recipient of that yellow card, just confirmation of that. First Wollongong player to see yellow today. Price tries to find Staszewski. Nikas trying to stand up. Knight wins the throw. Improves the position as well, rather cheekily. Just under 20 minutes remaining of normal time at the London Sports Centre. Time enough for Rockdale to win this one. Wollongong searching for that goal that they feel will put this to bed. Okada. James been a little quiet since half-time. Hasn't had the freedom he found late in that first half. Okada. Nice pass before that from Tossi. Works well with Griffin. Flag stays down. In saying that, it goes up now. Okada. They just haven't got a grip of him today. Wollongong 51 goals so far this season. Nick Littler, the man that got number 50, and I think it's one we'll see again this week when we're trying to find a goal of the week. Certainly will be a contender. Thomas James' penalty wasn't too bad either. Fairly emphatic finish past Bratisevic. Sign of a striker. Plenty of confidence. Plenty of goals next to his name this year as well. It's not done just yet. Nikas, nice work to shrug off three Wolves defenders, but matters little now because the Wolves have possession in the final third. James still fighting with Daniel Petkovski and exchange a word or two again. Battle rages on. Referee Keever's just getting to the pair and saying, let's just calm things down. Don't do anything stupid. James's case, he's got some big games to come. He doesn't want to miss them by doing something silly. Rockdale starting to fight their way back into this one. They don't want to open the door again to Wollongong. Race on here between Jurasevski and Price. Well done from the Wolves number 7, Figon. Chases back well, the striker. Nikas. Saville. Here's Neil. Numbers getting forward. Grosdanovsky. He's the man that provided the goal. Egger. Grosdanovsky. Touch let him down. Neil will do his best to keep it in. He may in fact do that. Well done. It's the desperation they need with the backs against the wall like this. Going with the long throw. Figon was the target, but all Wollongong there, and Alhafian's given away a free kick. Looks like the Wolves are going to make another change too. Rockdale giving the call to Alex Chanak, so another striking option, not too far away. Egger had to be calm in the area, did it well though, finding Nikas. Nice exchange between he and Neil, still with it, the 23. Thought he might put the foot down and go to goal. Still has options. Had some heat on that ball. Trzaskowski controlled it well. Jurasevski. Figon. Saville. Not quite a shot or a cross from Saville. And Passfield takes it comfortably, and Wollongong are going to make a change. If you're just joining us, Adam Santarossa here with you in commentary. Thanks for your company for your Sunday evening. Wollongong have the lead, but it's Rockdale putting the pressure on. Wollongong hoping to officially clinch the premiership top spot for 2019. Rockdale hoping to keep their slim finals hopes alive. Here's Nikas. Nice work by the Wolves defence again. No surprise they have conceded so few goals this year. They are so well drilled defensively. They are going to make a change. I think Thomas James is going to make way for Buljuach, who played a full game in the 20s preceding this one. Looks like it's going to be a double change, in fact. Wollongong going to make their own change. It's actually going to be Guy Knight to make way. He is on a yellow card, so end of his shift. And chance for Juach to get an opportunity. Rockdale, they'll make a change too. And Jonathan Grosdanovsky scored the goal to pull them back into it. He now will play no further part, and Alex Chanak gets an opportunity. So, goal scorer against Manly, replaced by the other goal scorer against Manly. Chanak gets a chance. So, two number 8s come on. Two strikers looking for goals for their sides to change the result of this one. Jurasevski. Figon tried to turn without winning it. Brendan Griffin does not stop running, does he? Figon thought he might like it on the volley. Instead settled it for El Hafian. Neil, in fact. Chanak, first touch from him. Turning provider, trying to find the run of Jurasevski. So they'll have just under 12 minutes to find it. Jurasevski's peeled off here, trying to settle it on the left. Just couldn't bend it towards goal. And forced a save from Passfield, but always a danger, isn't he? If you weren't here for the first half, it was Nick Littler who made it 1-0. Thomas James 2 from the penalty spot right on half-time, and Jonathan Grosdanovsky giving Rockdale some hope, but time is not on their side. Free kick goes against Nikas.
Substitution for Wollongong Wolves, number 16,
go with a long ball. It's handled well by Rockdale. Yarosevsky trying to find Nikas, but pass wasn't to his feet, and Nikas got sucked in there. Djordjevic just played it off him to win the throw for Wollongong. Wanting a free kick is James. Still he fights with the Rockdale defence. He gets it now though. And it looks as though Wollongong are going to make their third and final change in just a moment. It's Jordan Nikolovsky set to come on. Get about 10 minutes here at Illingdon. It should end in celebration for Wollongong. They just need a point to claim the premiership. And this man has certainly helped them get to that point this season. The number 9, Thomas James. This is his goal that made it 2-0. Won the penalty and converted it. He's been in some battles today. Daniel Petkovsky and he certainly one to watch, and still having a bit of chat as he departs, but departs again with a goal to his name, as he has done much through the season. And Jordan Nikolovsky gets a chance. It's Wollongong search to kill this game with a third goal. Draw not enough for Rockdale. That result will help Wollongong. If you didn't catch those earlier results, Apia defeating Manly United by a goal to 0. Sydney Olympic coming from a goal down to beat Sydney Olympic. Should I say Sydney Olympic coming from a goal down to beat Sydney United 58. Too much going on at times. Chanak. Here's Egger for Rockdale. It's been a game where Rockdale have had far and away more chances, but a bit of luck, lack of execution costing. So Rockdale getting Nick Petrillo ready to come on. So Uach goes without it. Okada, not for the first time today. Picks up the rebound and dishes it out to Littler. McDonald, ball, try to find Uach. Well done from Bratasevic, put the body on the line. He's working overtime, the striker I mentioned. He's getting stuck in though since coming on the number 8. Mentioned he played all of that under-20s game before this one. Long ball from Egger, finds the runner Figon. Griffin thought he won it. Wins it a second time. It's the fight you need from Wollongong. It's why they are where they are. Djordjevic. Rockdale going to make their final change for the evening. Petrillo to come on. And Jake Trashkovsky, the man to depart. Both sides used all their substitutes today. Can they have an impact on the final result, or will Wollongong remain in the advantage? Figon, El Hafian. Petrillo's first touch. Jurasevski looked the most dangerous, swarmed by Wollongong defenders and turned over. Tossi has Okada with him. Being one of their better players today. Searching for a goal. Juarch in the area. Showed good strength. Stay on his feet with possession. McDonald going to try it. Not bad. From that kind of range, it was dipping late. And Bratasevic, not for the first time today, has had to deal with a fairly lethal volley from range. It's a sign of their confidence. Flying high at the top of the table. Why not? That would have put an exclamation on things. That goal. Nikas. Wollongong scored twice in this game. At times when Rockdale probably should have just moments earlier. Can Rockdale turn the tide on that? Makes it here for Figon. Thought he may get in behind Price. He did it well enough, but has to concede a corner. And if they can score here, things will certainly get interesting for Rockdale. Look for Figon, Petkoski too. Chanak, plenty of height. Nikas goes to the far post, hangs it up there. Cries of handball. It's come the way of Chanak. Passfield makes the save. Good today again, the Wolves stopper. Waste little time. Releasing Juarch. Not giving up the fight. Still there. Rockdale win possession for now though. So just 3 minutes. Normal time remain. Just having some fun with our ground announcer who is struggling to get that last substitution right, but credit to him. Wanting to correct it. Chanak, a chance on the edge of the area. Rolls it into the path of Neil, goes down. Is that a penalty? No. For a moment it had the interest of the Rockdale fans. I think it was the right decision anyway, but just a moment of excitement. Not happy with the decision. There's a card coming too for Michael Neal. He was the man who went down. But our referee, Lockie Keevers, was well placed, as he has been at important times today. Already given one penalty to Wollongong. No such luck for Rockdale. Is that their final chance to find an equaliser? They have left it late at times this year. And we'll get a stop here. Clash of heads between players. And chance to remind you all that you can see every game in the NPL New South Wales this season, exactly where you're watching this one. NPL New South Wales Facebook, Football New South Wales YouTube. Not only the NPL men's, but the NPL women's under 20s as well. And it's all going to get very interesting in the next few weeks. Finals on the horizon. And NPL Men's 1 anyway concludes August 31, Bankwest Stadium. What a showpiece that will be. Wolves will hope to be there. Rockdale certainly were and reignited their campaign the last couple of weeks, but time ticking away. Fourth official has the board in hand. How much do they have left to try and resurrect a finals push? He hasn't put it up yet, but stealing a glance. 5 minutes, in fact. Jurasevsky. He gets shouldered off it from Nikolovsky. Joash nearly steals in. Official confirmation now. There is some spirited challenges going in. Well, Haffian's come back clutching his face. The fourth official does confirm 5 minutes of time added on. So there is time there for the Suns. Nikas. Jinking his way past players. Still going. Thought he had to be unselfish there. Nikas. Ambitious from Nikolovsky from range. Go out for a throw, but would have liked to see Nikas try his luck there rather than try to feed it for Figon. Can hit it from that kind of distance. Seen that time and time again, but maybe just lacking a bit of confidence or thought that was the better option. Anyway, moments passed. Littler had to get his footwork sorted out. It's worked out anyway. Zlochevsky links with Okada. Griffin. Do Wollongong have a third goal in them to just cap off what will be the premiership? Flag up. Ball was already out. Wollongong will get the throw. They were denied a celebration last weekend against Blacktown City. Wolves fans know it is nearly done. Nikas with it. Trying to find an opening in this Wolves defence. On the counter again here. Lovely ball in search of Okada, but what it takes some doing from Taylor McDonald. It's having an impact at both ends of the pitch today. Nikas. Backhill finds El Haffian. Chanak involved too. Petkoski. Desperate times now for Rockdale. El Haffian's ball in. Oh, almost set up for Chanak. Nikas has support there. Jurasevsky was waiting. Cries of handball. It'll go to Wollongong though. Referee Keeve is just getting an instruction to Justin Passfield to get a move on. Don't try to waste time. Throw will go to Wolves. Wollongong will play Marconi in the final round next weekend at Wynn Stadium. That will prove a test too, because Marconi, they've caught fire ever since that Waratah Cup final win over their rivals in Sydney United 58. They are back in the finals. And they will want the scalp of Wollongong to boost them into there. It's the time of year you want to find the form, find the goals. Do Rockdale have an equaliser in them? It may sit for Chanak. Oh, his touch let him down at the crucial time. And now Haffian forced to foul Okada. And seconds soak up again. Duarch will climb for that one. Rode the challenge of Petrillo. Now needs the support. Just going to take it to the corner, do the smart thing. Clattered into by Petrillo. There it is. Confirmation now official. Wollongong have the premiership. It can't be taken out of their grasp. They can celebrate. They know the hard work starts once again come the finals time, but they are deservedly the premiers in 2019. They just needed a point today. They did better than that. They take all three thanks to goals. And what a goal from Nick Littler. Penalty from Thomas James. Made it 2-0. Jonathan Grozdanovsky made it interesting, pulling a goal back, but that's how it finished. And it's celebration time for the Wolves fans watching around the world. Also those that made the journey to Illingdon today. They know it's not done just yet. They want to lift more silverware in the weeks to come. But for now, Wollongong are the premiers, courtesy of a 2-1 win over Rockdale.
Bid you all farewell, safe trip home.